everyone, my name is Melanie Redding. I work in the Student Enrollment Services Office at Walter State, and I'm so excited to have the opportunity to connect with you today to share all the wonderful opportunities that await you at Walter State. I have a presentation that we're going to go through today, so I wanted to share my screen with you. During the presentation, you're going to see lots of different information about Walter State, but I want you to know that I'm available for questions, and at the very end of the presentation, I'll make sure that you have my contact information if you need anything, okay? So I want to start today by talking a little bit about numbers. And numbers can tell us so much about colleges and universities and the type of experience and learning environment that you will be in at college. So at Walter State, first number I want to share with you is that we offer 4 different campus locations. So this is going to provide a lot of convenience for you. We have our campus in Morristown, one in Greenville, which is our Niswonger campus, Sevierville, and also Tazewell. So that is a great way for you to begin thinking about. There are lots of different locations that you can attend Walter State. Another important number to look at is the total number of students, and then also our average class size and student to faculty ratio. So we fluctuate anywhere between 6,000, 6,200 students at Walter State. However, you'll see here that our average class size is still 25 to 30 and our student to faculty ratio is 19 to 1. So what these numbers tell us is that you're going to be in smaller classes, right? That is going to be your learning environment. You're not going to be in classes with 100 people. You're going to be able to have access to your professors and be in smaller classes. Now, I know what you probably are thinking, because obviously everything related to COVID-19 right now has changed a lot of things for our learning environments, right? I know right now I would normally be talking to you, both juniors and seniors, in the auditorium at school or something, right? But instead we're on Zoom and making sure that that we get you the information that you need. But our learning environments have changed. So at Walter State currently for the fall semester, we are offering classes in lots of different formats. The instructional methods are online. It's digital video conferencing. It's hybrid classes to where there's some in-person instruction, some online. So it really is just depending right now to, which classes students are taking and what format that they're going to be in. We are very hopeful that we can move back to in-person classes just as soon as possible. However, Walter State has a very strong online presence anyway. So we already offered many online classes. So we know and feel very confident that you'll have a great experience both in person and online, whichever you choose to do. So let's move forward and let's talk a little bit more about some additional numbers. So at Walter State, we are very excited to learn about what you want to become, the careers that you're interested in, and we offer over 150 different academic programs for you to possibly pursue at Walter State. So first, I want to tell you, in those programs, we offer 1-year certificate programs. These are typically 2-semester programs that you enter, you go to class for 2 semesters, and then you go straight to work. So medical coding, insurance specialists, some of our culinary arts programs, things like that can be 1-year certificates. In addition, some of our programs are Associate of Applied Science degrees. So when you think about a community college, typically you think we're going to have associate's degrees. They're going to be 2-year programs, but there are all sorts of different types of associate's degrees. So Associate of Applied Science degrees, that means that you are going to apply your associate's degree and go straight to work after earning that degree. So nursing is a really good example of this at Walter State. You attend Walter State, earn an Associate of Applied Science, and when you graduate, you're eligible to sit for RN licensure and go straight to work. Now, that doesn't mean that you still can't move on and go to get a bachelor's degree in nursing or anything like that, but you're guaranteed that you have the degree to be able to do RN licensure and get a job. So that's the Associate of Applied Science. And then we offer lots of different programs that are associate's degrees that are transfer programs. So I always think about education whenever I think about this, becoming a teacher. And you all have some great role models who have been working very, very hard to ensure that you all have great learning experiences in high school, especially during this challenging time. So if you wanted to be a teacher, you would come to Walter State and you would earn a 2-year associate's degree, and then you would transfer to a 4-year institution and attend 2 more years. So it's still just 4 total years. However, you have to have that 4-year degree before you can get a job. And many times you may have to go on and have a master's degree and other degrees as well. So there's lots of different opportunities available to you at Walter State. So I encourage you to visit our website, go to ws.edu, and you can click on programs or academics and find a full list of all of our different programs. So I encourage you to explore those. Also, another really big number that we want to make sure you're aware of is the job placement rate, right? 93% job placement rate. The ultimate goal whenever you're graduating from college, right, is you've worked so hard to accomplish your goal, is that we want to make sure you're in the career and getting the job that you want. So it's important to look at job placement rates as you're exploring colleges as well. All right, another few numbers that I think are really important and tell you a lot about Walter State. We have over 30 different clubs and student organizations. So in these clubs and organizations, you are developing leadership skills, learning how to work within a team, learning multitasking skills. Just as you're involved in high school right now, we want to make sure that you're involved in college and you're involved at Walter State, because we want you to get into that 4-year program that you're wanting to go to as a transfer, or we're wanting you to get that competitive job whenever you're graduating in nursing. So there's lots of different things that are available to you. Some, just to mention a few: Agriculture Club. One of my favorites is the Adventurers Club. You can check out some videos on YouTube with the adventurers. They go hiking, biking, whitewater rafting, caving, snow skiing, all sorts of different things outside, and really active. So I encourage you to check those out and become involved whenever you attend Walter State. Also, if you're a student athlete and you're wanting to participate in athletics at Walter State, we offer men's and women's basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, golf, and then we also now offer cross country. So I encourage you to reach out to me. I'm happy to help connect you to our coaches if you would like to consider being recruited for one of the teams at Walter State. But again, just being involved is so important, and I want you to understand that there's lots of opportunities for that. Okay, we're going to shift gears just a little bit, and I want to, all the information I've been sharing is for both juniors, seniors, but I really want to focus on students who are in their senior year and they're about to enroll at Walter State, because I want you to understand clearly the admissions process and what you need to go through. So very first thing, now is the time to begin applying for admissions and completing those applications. Just so you know, the Walter State application is free to complete. You can do that online, or the counseling office has paper copies if you would like to fill that out for paper. Also, after you complete your application at Walter State, you're going to receive your acceptance letter. Make sure you all pay really close attention to that acceptance letter, okay? You're going to have an enclosure that says what's next, and it's going to give you the steps that you need to complete next in order to enroll at Walter State. The very first one will be to complete the account activation. So you would have an account at Walter State with your Walter State email and self-service, so you could access all of your information about Walter State. So make sure that you know if you apply, you'll be receiving your acceptance letter and that you'll need to activate your account. We'll be asking you to submit additional documents throughout the year. One will be ACT scores or SAT scores. Now, we know that many of you have had some interruptions with that related to COVID-19. If you do not have test scores, you can definitely contact us to schedule a free AccuPlacer placement exam. We have offerings to where you can go straight into learning support courses if needed without test scores. So there's lots of different scenarios there that we can look at if you're unavailable to take the ACT. So let us know if you're having questions about that. And then for seniors as well who are going to enroll, we only need your final high school transcript. So this will be at the point of graduation. We will just need your transcript showing your graduation date and your diploma type. So you've got a little time to think and get those things ready. The last thing on this slide is to attend new student orientation. So I wanted to mention this to you simply because new student orientation will be held in April for students who are going to enroll as full-time first-time freshmen in the fall 2021, if I can get that correct. So make sure that you are looking in your senator's email, that you're checking your Walter State account on a regular basis, so you will have the information related to new student orientation. New student orientation is whenever you are going to go through a process online. I'm hopeful by the spring that we will be able to do some orientations in person again, but if not, it's okay because we have a full online process for this that's worked out that I think you all will enjoy. So you will go through the orientation process online, and then at the point that you complete orientation online, you'll complete some information for us so your academic advisor can reach out to you. And your academic advisor is the person that is going to be assisting you with your class selection for the fall and helping you register for classes. So that's how the process for enrollment will work, okay? I wish we had time to just stop for some questions really quick. So I'm sure you're probably having questions at this point as well. But just a quick reminder, seniors, apply for admissions online, stop by the counseling office for a paper application if you need that. And I want to just mention quickly to juniors. Juniors, please consider applying to Walter State for our dual enrollment program. If you're not familiar with what dual enrollment is, it is basically where you can take a course that meets both high school credit and college credit, and you receive college credit for the course. So we have a very robust and wonderful dual enrollment program available to you at Walter State. There are scholarships through the state of Tennessee, the Tennessee Dual Enrollment Grant, where you can receive financial assistance to be able to take dual enrollment. So I encourage you to talk to your school counselors about the dual enrollment options available. All right, we're almost finished, but I want to share with you other really important information related to financial aid. So again, seniors, I would like to specifically speak to you, but juniors, you know, you're just 1 year away from doing this exact same process, okay? So seniors, on October 1st, the FAFSA became available to you. That is obviously the free application for federal student aid. Now, I talk to students all the time, and they tell me, I know what that is. I hear people talk about it, but I'm just not 100% sure really what it is. So I want to try to explain as simply as I can. It is a complicated form, and it's a complicated process sometimes, and it is confusing. So it's okay that you have questions about the FAFSA, but it is an application that you and your family will fill out, and it looks at your family's income to determine, based on your income, how much money or free money or scholarship money could you obtain from the federal or state government in order to come to college. Okay, so it's looking for things to see, hey, based on their income, what need-based free money could they receive? Okay, so that's what the FAFSA does. But the FAFSA is also the application for the Hope Scholarship. It's a requirement for Tennessee Promise. So it's super important that you all complete the FAFSA. If you need help completing the FAFSA, please reach out to your school counselor. Let us know at Walter State, because we want to get you assistance with doing that, okay? Second is apply for scholarships. So there's lots of different things that we can talk about here. One, I want to first mention, since the November deadline will be quickly approaching, make sure, students, that you're applying for Tennessee Promise. So Tennessee Promise, again, is that last dollar scholarship and mentor program in the state of Tennessee that you can qualify for, that will cover full tuition and mandatory fees at Walter State. So please make sure that you're completing the Tennessee Promise application. In addition to that, I want to tell you about two offerings at Walter State related to financial aid and scholarships. First, please complete the Walter State Scholarship application. It became available on September 1st for seniors who are going to be enrolling as full-time freshmen in fall 21. That application closes on February 1st, so please make sure that you do that scholarship application and apply for our multiple foundation and private donor scholarships. Those are scholarships that are stackable on top of Tennessee Promise, so we don't want you to miss that opportunity. Also, students, if you are a student who has earned a 3.7 or higher unweighted high school GPA and a 24 or higher on the ACT, you would qualify for our Senator Scholars Award as part of our Walter State Promise program. That is if you meet those credentials, you receive $1,000 per semester for up to 4 semesters in additional scholarship. You don't have to apply. If you meet those credentials, that's a scholarship you're going to receive at Walter State. Also, through our Walter State Promise program, if you're a student who is dual enrolled with us and you have 12 credit hours, which is typically 4 classes, and you have a 3.0 or higher college GPA, that also is a $1,000 scholarship for up to 4 semesters at Walter State. But if you get both, right? If you've worked so hard, if you've dual enrolled and you have those 12 credit hours and the 3.0 college GPA, and you have that 3.7 or higher high school GPA and the 24 on the ACT, we will combine the 2 scholarships for you to receive $1,500 per semester. So this is our Walter State Promise program. Again, a guaranteed scholarship program to where you can receive $4,000 to $6,000 on top of Tennessee Promise. So as you have questions about scholarships at Walter State or about Tennessee Promise, let me know, okay? The other thing I want to mention about financial aid is please make sure that you complete all the financial aid processes and make sure that everything is turned in. Students, you may be selected for something called verification. If you see that you're selected for verification, please reach out to us. Let us help you, because that's a process where you have to verify or submit other documents or paperwork to verify the information you put on the FAFSA. So if you do get selected for that, please let us know so we can help you with that, okay? All right, so seniors, again, just real quick, time for the FAFSA, Walter State application, Tennessee Promise. And juniors, I encourage you at this point to please be reaching out about dual enrollment again and asking specifically about the dual enrollment grant. All right, finally, just some things that you can do now. Students, we are offering both in-person and virtual campus visits right now at Walter State. We would absolutely love for you to come and visit and tour our campuses. I think it's the best way for you to know if Walter State is the fit for you and the college for you. So you can request your campus visit on the Walter State website at ws.edu. Just go to admissions, and then you'll go to the campus visits and tours page. There's also some great video resources there available for you, so you can check out different things going on at Walter State. So come visit with us, okay? Also, especially I think everyone should be developing these strong study habits and exploring careers and really thinking about what you want to become someday, what's going to be the next step for you. So make sure you're really focusing on that. I know, again, there's so much going on right now in our lives, and it's been so many different changes and challenges that we've all been facing, but take time to really think about those things. And then also, please just know that we're here for you. We want to answer any questions that you may have. Again, we know it's a challenging time. Don't be worried about asking questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Let us know how we can help you, okay? So just quick reminders one more time. Request your Walter State visit. Seniors, applying for admission now, completing the FAFSA, Tennessee Promise, Walter State scholarship applications. And juniors, we want to make sure that you're visiting and exploring all of our dual enrollment options. So here's my contact information. I want to make sure if you need to reach us in any way, you can email or call admissions. I'm going to stop my share there for just a minute. If you all have any questions at all, please let us know. We're available to help you and your families. I really appreciate the time that you've given today to watch the presentation, to learn more about Walter State, and we would absolutely love to have you as one of our new students. So hope you all have a great day, and thanks again for everything.